2003. Track came out.
Top of the morning, y'all, is Coffee on the vid, and I just, there's something about a fire beat like that, right? Because that's a classic, and y'all see what they're talking about, you know what I mean? Before 50 Cent made history with the Get Rich or Die Trying project, and Many Men being like one of the dopest tracks on there. The way that beat hits is crazy though, right? Nas, which I heard about Nas shooting down the beat. But was it Camron they were saying too as well? I seen this coming across the timeline. Like, anyone else out there, were you aware of Killer Cam? I feel like the Nas part of it is a fairly out there thing. You know, there's a lot of stories like this with a lot of tracks over the years, you know. And there's even like some where it's controversial. Like, did you guys ever hear the whole situation with Jadakiss and Roscos, that we gon' make it, we gon' make it? Like, I guess Roscos had got it from Alchemist, but he like double sold the beat, and he had some old crazy explanation as to why that he sold the beat twice, because it fucked Roscos up like crazy, because he has a song out there.
And I never had no angst towards the box.
Yeah.
My problem with Al was that Al kept lying.
Yeah.
So we got him on back then. I forgot what DJs. One of the mix.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember which ones. Anyway, tons of DJs, so we both got on the phone. He ends up changing the story 3 times, and he gets mad, hangs up. He could never tell the truth, because the problem was he wasn't telling the truth.
In the first
You know what I'm saying? So I just kept telling the same thing I'm saying now. And it was already documented with the case later.
And you doubled his rate.
Right, and I doubled his rate plus some. Because you remember, for 3 of a double, I think, and I don't want to demean the man. I think his rate was $1,500. So I was like, "Can I pay you $3,000 a beat?"
Right.
I got a budget. You my homie. Plus, we the only West Coast out here like this. So,
right.
And I got a budget. Like Mike City, my homie. I got a Mike City record, which I never did. Like, so I'm paying all my friends. Like,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna never recoup anyway. So, matter of fact.
So that's a brief clip from when he was on Math Hoffa's platform. He done told that story on No Jumper, Math Hoffa, everywhere. A bunch of interviews, you know, because it kind of fucked his career up in a way, I'd say, you know. But it's the same situation what we're talking about with, well, not the same exact, you know what I mean? Fifth took a beat that was passed on by Nas and apparently Camron, which I didn't know. But, you know, beats circulate around. It happens from time to time. Like, I think In the Club was originally supposed to be a D12 beat, you know? It's like Fifth, I guess, has a real good ear for the bangers out there, you know? That other people pass on. But back to talking about Ross, right? He's always been a respected MC. Kind of more on an underground level in a sense. I'm not saying he gets no mainstream attention, but for this song, I think it was called Home Sweet Home, and it's out on mixtapes and everything like that. And you heard Alchemist, he was trying to look out, doubling the rate because he had the budget, the project's gonna come out, and he sold it to Jadakiss as well. And then he says he extra bullished and got on some sleazeball, McGreaseball, lying ass, trying to divert the attention away from the sucker-ish that he did. He was like, oh yeah, they're mad at Jada in the locks, you know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up, man. I wouldn't think of the Alchemist to be a grindball like that, but you know, there's paperwork to back it up and everything. And Roscos made a good point. Alchemist has been asked about this many times, and his story has changed many times, where Roscos has stuck to the truth. But where it got extra tricky was the fact that Jada's joint came out first, and like Raskat's album that he had a budget for and everything, they had to, I think, pull it from potentially being out in circulation and causing all types of problems or whatever, you know, with the paperwork and, you know, labels, legitimate big corporations putting money in. They got receipts for this and that and credits and everything, and it couldn't come out from my understanding. It was like it's a hard track too. Comment if y'all ever heard it and you think it's dope or whatever, and you been heard about that situation. That's fucked up, man. Like Raskat's was saying that Alchemist just don't ever want to own up to it, you know. But speaking of Jada and the locks, and again, he was like, shout out to Jadakiss, it wasn't his fault, even though Alchemist trying to throw that sucker-ish on me. Did you guys see this clip of Jadakiss circulating?
Shouldn't have to say no. I'm coming back. I'm coming anyway.
Yeah, you got
know, I'm a serial glizzy eater. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
No, I'm telling you. Pause. Pause.
Whoa, go.
Pause. Pause.
Yo, come on.
Pause. Pause.
Everything was going
Hold
smooth.
up.
So, you know, the whole, like, do rappers really live what they're rapping or shit like that? Fucking, you know, Jadakiss talking about a real man should never have to say no HOMO. And then he wasn't saying no HOMO, but he was saying pause like a motherfucker, because Fat Joe was talking some real zesty McZesterson talk there, talking about he's a, what do you say, a serial glizzy pause. I don't even want to say it, man. But what do y'all think about Jadakiss seemingly, in a sense, I guess, switching it up in the bars in real life or whatever, and all that? Like, again, hit the comments, subscribe. If you're new over here, man, I always want to hear from y'all, the people. But speaking of Jada and the no HOMO, right? Y'all know what that has morphed into now. Individuals are saying no Diddy. And with the trial coming out, we're knowing why that is. And motherfuckers who been known Diddy is like, yo, like this guy, you know what I mean? Why 50 Cent been on his bumper, pause the way that he has. Like, he's just a nasty motherfucker, nasty nymphomaniac motherfucker or something. Pause. You feel like gotta, like, just sometimes referencing some of this Diddy-ish is so like foul and disturbing, you know what I mean? Like, feel like, man, this is just grimy even speaking about this stuff. But there's a clip, a throwback clip of Diddy being on some no Diddy-ish back in the day, and it could have got ugly. He's probably really lucky he was on TV.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh, yes, he's literally.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now, when we come back, we're going to talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right? We'll be right back with more right after this.
Man, we already know Tyson ain't the one, especially Iron Mike from back in the day, man. He done slapped reporters up, tripped and flipped on individuals. Like, Mike could be set off like that. Damn, I can't snap right now. There we go. And Diddy, he seen him move his hand or whatever. He's like, yeah, it's all about the Benjamins. Now get your fruit pop ass away from me. But yeah, man, no Diddy. Jada viral old clip with him and Fat Joe with the bars and the beats. You know what I'm saying? From 50 Cent. Knowing where to get them passed on beats and making hits out of them, to Alchemist, Snake, and Raskat's. Let's discuss it all in the comments. Sub up, and I'm going to get with y'all on the next one. Peace, and God bless. Be safe.